Well, aloha, mother fathers. Welcome in. It's another edition of the Side Hustle Wrestling Podcast. Of course, Kyle Cornell, Double A Anthony Alfred with you as always. And here on the Inside Edge Podcast Network.
So glad to have you back. I know you had a missed time last week due to family obligations, but it's great to have you back. And I have a special gift for you. You might have seen it already, but the audience hasn't seen it yet. This was from the Greedy Sports Cards show from last weekend. My gift to you. Happy holidays.
It's the last week of September. Anyway, yeah, so what we were saying, we're really excited to be back. And it's great to obviously be in front of you guys again. We had some stuff go down, some personal stuff over the last weekend, so I couldn't make it to Greenies. Double A had to go in front of that tarp by himself. Really appreciate you stepping in. You looked great.
Thank you.
Green is your color.
Thank you. Thank you.
And it also is where you were.
I want to remember that going forward. Hopefully in the future, green is my color.
It is. Yeah.
Hopefully that'll be good.
Yeah, we're going to manifest that for you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
There was a lot of great sports cards other than the AEW that you just
that's
swiped
what
away.
that's what that was.
Yeah,
oh.
yes. That was all. The company's called All Elite Wrestling.
I got to be honest with you, I didn't even look at it. It felt like there was like something inside me just told me, you know what, backhand this like you're a pimp in the 70s. And I said, okay, you know what, I'm going to let that thought go. And, yeah.
I'm not going to lie to you. Pete and I missed you on Saturday.
Bet you did.
Steve Greenberg, the gentleman who runs the Greedy Sports Cards, does an unbelievable job. He brings over, it's like, hey, I got wrestling cards for you. And it's all AEW.
Yeah, I would have left.
Seen our faces. I'm like, oh my goodness, if Kyle was here, I think he would have got up and left.
I probably would have. And the cool thing was, it was a couple minutes from my house, so I could have just left and went right home. It would have been great. Could have been really productive with my day. I don't. Me and Steve need to have a talk.
Before we start the show, it's great to be back in studio.
Topps has WWE cards. Topps does. It's like a huge thing.
Well, there were some WWE cards. That just wasn't what was presented to us.
Yeah, I would have presented a finger that sometimes gets called a bird. Doesn't
Well,
fly, but.
Well, I will say, there it is again. Look at that.
Excuse me, sir.
All right. What are you abusing our workers here? What are we doing?
No, we can't do that. That's illegal.
Oh yeah, we can't do that.
Yeah, he's 7, not 17.
Well, here's what happened.
No, you're not.
Stay at 7. I promise it's better that way.
He's gonna rush, yeah, and then he's gonna talk to me when he's 25. Dad, I don't want to grow up. Yeah, well, here you go.
You're at the golden age of childhood right now. Keep it that way.
Enjoy it.
Listen, Kyle.
Oh God.
If you ever were to do that again to these sports cards, you might be in the ring one day once again, and you might have to face Pete if we have it ready. You might have to face this person in the ring. Let's go ahead and play it.
You know, it's really good to know that Jesus was apparently a Jedi. This is, he's using the Force.
Yeah, there's the Force. Look at that. That guy has no chance. Top rope. Not today. Top rope. Gonna hit this move. No, sir. I just realized Barstool posted this like an hour before we started taping. Jesus wasn't even a legal man in that cover, that pinfall.
Yeah, you know what? That's the most egregious thing I've saw in that video.
Wait a minute. So if he can't be touched, how was he tagged in?
What in the Jehovah did I just watch?
Holy Spirit, man. Yes.
Didn't know the Holy Spirit is twins with Obi-Wan Kenobi, and he's... God, would he make a deal with Darth Vader, and all of a sudden he can choke people without touch? Yeah, okay.
So was this the vision that Vince McMahon had 20 years ago? When
I'm
he
sure.
Booked,
we're going to call him Jesus. It's my thing. I made it up.
I think he was just like, God. Shawn Michaels. And I was thinking about this. I think it was the same year or the year after Vince McMahon did the whole death angle. And then there was a real death the next. Yeah. Let's move on with the show.
Well, I'll tell you what. Hey, for people that are wondering, guess what? Apparently, he is risen. So there you go. It's time. Repent, you sinners.
Hope whoever's revving up their
Their microscope.
Yeah, their microscope outside.
Take it
motorcycle.
easy. All you biologists out there. Hey, follow us on social media. We got a bunch all over the place. I'm on none of it, but he handles some of that stuff, so that's cool. Side Hustle Wrestling Podcast with Double A and Kyle on Facebook. Side Hustle Podcast 216 on YouTube. That's the main one. Make sure you guys will give us, of course, a like and a follow. Subscribe on YouTube. That is where we get the meat and potatoes. You get the full podcast. You get the clips, different kinds of things like that. TikTok is where you can find us as well. Side Hustle Pod 216. Instagram. And, of course, don't forget, give LPV Productions and, what is it, Inside Edge Net?
Yes.
As well.
Inside Edge Net on all those platforms.
We've joined the podcasting network. It's a plethora, if you will.
Yeah.
It's a bundle.
A lot of great shows.
Yeah.
A few weeks into it, we just launched a new show, Jersey Chasers.
Yeah.
We just launched that yesterday, so a lot of good stuff there.
I just picture two people just like outside, and there's like a floating jersey, and they're chasing it because I just watched Jesus wrestle 3 people without touching them. So I feel like anything's possible at this point.
I mean,
Go check it out, though. Yeah.
I mean, there's no other way to put him over.
Check it out, and again, make sure to repent.
If he was on your roster, who would take the fall? Like who?
Man,
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's true.
have you read your Bible lately?
Let's go on to the next part of the show. That might have been a breaking point of my last relationship. Let's start with my favorite promo of the week.
From the angel of angels to the devil himself.
Wow. Maybe this guy, MJF, will be, never mind. Wow. Let's just, you presented this to me because I'm not going, I was a little drugged up yesterday, so I did not watch AEW.
You've had a fun week.
Yeah. Yeah, thanks. But watching this, and we'll play a part of it here for you in just a couple moments. I go back to your rules of pro wrestling when it's at its best. When there is truth in your promo, boy, you actually get something out of it.
It's a certain level of vulnerability, but also a certain level of I can understand why you're upset. I may not agree with it. I think you're a jerk or whatever it is, but like I see where he's coming from, or she, or whatever. Like the reason why this is so good is because he was just listing facts. He was being very vulnerable about letting people in, having this happen. And also, it's very relatable. A lot of us have let someone in, and they've hurt us. And then we had to pick up the pieces afterwards, and they went on and either did really well or did not do well or whatever it was, and life moves on every single day. And sometimes you can be ahead, and sometimes you can be behind. And I think this promo encapsulated life for most people, which is one of the reasons why it stuck out to me. It's a throwaway thing on Dynamite, but shocker, every once in a while you find a diamond in the rough. No pun intended with that ring, but still.
And he's looking for that too, that ring as well. He's been missing it ever since he lost the title. So let's play it for you.
He overtapes his wrist.
Courtesy of All Elite Wrestling, of our promo of the week.
I'm so angry right now, but I just do not have the energy to yell anymore. You know, I was once not long ago the biggest star in wrestling. The most talked about name. Didn't matter what show you were watching. My 3 letters were on signs and being chanted out loud around the world. I was the guy. Then Adam Cole came into my life. Broke his ankle. And yeah, this might sound sappy, but he broke my heart. Then I lost my world title. At World's End, I lost my mojo. I lost everything. Went away for a while, rehabbing, then I came back. And don't get me wrong, I'm not an idiot, okay? I have managed to accomplish more than anybody in this sport would dream of during this time frame. But something's missing. I'm not MJF. I'm a caricature. I'm playing MJF. Since I've lost my title, I've made so many mistakes trying to force myself just to snap out of it. And all the while I've created doubt after doubt after doubt after doubt. You see these tacks all over my body?
All right, we can pause. We can stop it here. The whole promo is fantastic. Again, truth. You know what made me think, too? When's the last time we talked about MJF on this show?
In like a serious manner, like he's considered to be one of the stars. It's been a while.
Yeah,
Honestly, maybe the beginning of the podcast,
probably.
those first few months.
Yeah.
But that was at the tail end of that run too, and then now this is where he's at. I mean, to be honest with you, no one's talking about anybody from AEW anymore. But I mean, he was always one of those people you said, well, at least they have MJF,
Yeah.
or at least they have whoever. This is him. This is the real MJF. And I heard some of the promo I think it was a week ago too, when he was running down Mark Briscoe and was talking about leaving his honeymoon to come beat him up and all that stuff. And again, that's played up, whatever. But this is real. Like, this is everything that literally just happened. If you did not watch MJF for the past year and a half, 2 years, he just summed it up for you.
Yeah, I mean, it caught your attention too. I mean,
Like it's you don't see that anymore with Tony. And we saw a couple things from Dynamite where Chris Statlander, that came full circle all of a sudden now, because they just didn't talk about the Death Riders thing for like months, and all of a sudden just brought it back up out of nowhere. There was no actual like build to it. It was just like, we did it one time and then we didn't do anything with them for like 2-3 months, and then all of a sudden now, a couple weeks, we wrap up this thing. Like, it's nice to have someone actually reference all that stuff, and you've seen it in front of you if you've watched AEW programming, and then here it is. Like, listen, you come up with 10 story ideas. This happened with Vince Russo a lot back in the day. One maybe two are halfway decent, and you can roll with them, and maybe you can get something out of it, but the other 8 suck.
That's like his match concepts.
Yeah.
Like, out of 20 match concepts.
Shopping cart on a pole match.
Yeah.
Or whatever. Yeah.
For every triple-decker steel cage match, there's always the flag on the pole. And
yeah, no. But my point being, like, every once in a while, Tony can make a good decision, and I imagine MJF has a lot of pull as far as what he can do and what he can't do there, because...
Well, it seemed like to me, MJF... to me, has a real understanding of his character. And for once, maybe Tony Khan and AEW actually have an understanding of what they want to do with him.
Yeah.
Even from, he's the one, to me, he might be one of the most protected guys, and deservedly so, in that company. I mean, just to sum up this year in particular,
he's lost a lot, though.
He's lost a ton, but he's been featured on television and all that stuff. But he has lost, to play into this, he's lost a ton. Remember, he tried the whole oh my
Hurt
goodness.
Syndicate.
Hurt Syndicate.
He was with MVP. That's for like a month or two, and they kicked him out.
But,
and now they just don't even bring it up anymore.
But,
so it's like, okay.
But he was in it. Like, we remember the premise of it was, I'm gonna find the easy way to get to a championship match. Didn't do it.
We got it. He got the chip or whatever. I guess he still hasn't used that yet, the contract, for whatever I saw. Which is interesting, because didn't him and Hangman just have a title match? I don't understand.
They did. I'm not going to bore you with the details. And then, of course,
believe
last
me, I'm bored.
week,
You didn't have to give me the details.
and then, of course, losing to Mark Briscoe.
Yeah.
And maybe to MJF's caliber, and he mentioned it in the part of the promo that we played, is like, for most people, this is success. Like, everything I've done for most people, but for somebody at my level, no. This is not working. No. And he finally let somebody in, like you mentioned, Adam Cole. That fell apart greatly, like that fell apart. And he's got to take time away.
I don't...
It's going to come back evil, I guess. I mean, that's going to be... You're going to hate this guy when he comes back.
I'm looking forward to, in a couple of years, when he gets smart. And either Tony runs the company into the ground, or they're still just kind of hanging around, and he signs with WWE. Because him on Raw with guys like Rollins, or Cody, whatever, like that, those stories.
He took the money.
Believe me, WWE would have gave him a lot of money too.
Well,
he didn't want
I wonder what Tony must have paid him.
I feel like
really well.
In real life, Maxwell Jacob Freeman is a very loyal person, and he feels tied to this company. They gave him a chance when he was in MLW, and they signed him back when they first started, and he was one of their big first signees. And, like, he feels tied to them. But I also caution him to look at someone like AJ Styles, who, he was the best wrestler in the world for a long time. And he spent it all in the wrong places where he didn't get the exposure he deserved. This company with AEW, this is as big as you're going to get. He's as big as he's ever going to get. Like, what he was is that's it. That's his ceiling there. There's ceilings on some of these guys in this company just because they don't know what they're doing.
So in the immediate future, MJF, I imagine you bring him back.
Well, Hangman will still be champion, so he can.
Well, that's what I was going to get to. Like, whenever you bring him back, could be World's End, could be whatever. That championship needs to go to MJF immediately. Immediately. Like, you cannot mess around. You can't do this. Groundbreaking promo, career-making promo, AEW's best promo of the year. You can't do this promo, have him go away, come back, and not win that title. And not be the guy in 2026. That is unacceptable. Like, it had, and to me, personally, just watching or attempting to watch AEW programming, I get it a few weeks ago, this whole breaking news stuff. But the last couple of weeks, try to get into it. I can't. It's just not. Hangman is not intriguing to me as world champion. Kyle Fletcher, I've heard great things. I'm sure he can wrestle in the ring. I mean, all the star ratings proves it.
Yeah, well.
But again, not compelling enough in the row. So this guy here is compelling. This is the guy that people will pay money to see when he comes back. But you cannot drop the ball.
Yeah, and some
MJF.
people have said well, you don't watch the show. Like, why do you Well, you know what? I didn't watch TNA when they were competing against WWE, but for some reason, I still knew what was going on in the company because I was a fan of wrestling. And when Kurt Angle was there and his matches with Samoa Joe and all that stuff, I remember that. Did I watch it all the time? No, but for some reason, it stuck with me. I don't remember a lot of AEW programming. It's not good. Doesn't mean that there's not talent there. I've said this a million times. They have talent on that roster. They're just mismanaged, and they're used at the wrong times and wrong spots and wrong places. I mean, this is the same company we're going to talk about in a few minutes that waited until right before he's going to be off TV for a while to let Beth Phoenix come in and do something. They had this at their disposal this entire time, and they just waited till now to do it when that women's division could have used that bump. She could have gotten some of those younger girls over, and maybe I would have been interested in someone else besides Toni Storm. No, we're going to have Chris Statlander, who maybe is one of the other kind of stars. I mean, no one really knows who she is. No, it's not like it's taking a shot at her. They just haven't marketed her well. But, I mean, now she's all of a sudden the champion. Not Mercedes, not the one that's, this big, huge star. Not Athena, who had the undefeated streak or whatever it was. Someone that actually, has a reason to beat her. It's someone random.
I forgot about Athena.
Yeah, I don't know where she's at. Probably back banished to Ring of Honor again because she failed or whatever.
It's just sometimes... Occasionally, when they do have great ideas, it's like they forget about them. And
they start something and don't finish it.
Then they just drop the stories.
Yeah.
I've talked to other people about this too. It's you can't do something great for a couple of weeks and then just drop it.
My biggest thing was the Swerve Hangman stuff. That is the story in AEW. That's the Rock Austin. That's their story. Those two, and I know Swerve's hurt. Obviously, but I mean, that needed to be the focus, and they kind of gave you a little bit of it, and then we just kind of forgot because they were going to run the program afterwards with Swerve and Okada and whatever, and it's I don't want to see that match. I want to see these two now figure out how to navigate this new world where he has to be okay with Hangman being champion. They had an opening to tell a long story with that before he got hurt, and they didn't want to go that direction. So I don't.
I have to admit something to you. Before we hear from Mike, I have to admit something to you.
Yeah?
You were right about one thing.
Just one thing?
Yeah, just one thing. I'm only giving you credit for one thing.
Okay, I'll take it.
Okay. Darby should have walked out of All In as world champion. Should have walked out.
Yeah,
of
they're
that show.
gimmicking him up too with this flamethrower crap and all that stuff. And it's you know what? Yeah, if in the '90s it would have been really cool. Back when Tony Khan was a fan. Because he saw all this stuff with the Attitude Era, and he thinks if I take bits and pieces from that and throw it in, people are going to like it. I tell you what, your ratings still suck. And after this contract's up with Warner Brothers Discovery, if they don't get bought out before then, you're going to be SOL, buddy. Enjoy trying to stream somewhere for limited money. But I know it's not about the money. It never has been with Tony Khan. He doesn't care if he makes money on this business.
Yeah.
Is he in the green? Probably a little bit. But he's not making anywhere near as much as he should.
Well,
I mean, it is what it is.
Real quick, I wanted to Darby only in particular because the story was there. It just doesn't seem. Again, this is not to say Hangman is doing a bad job. Hangman's doing what he's being asked to do. Hangman is carrying himself like a champion. He's doing the things. Just to me as a viewer, it's just as a top act. For me, it's not compelling.
No.
That's just me. It's just not compelling. He's not this guy. He's not MJF. He's not somebody who like I gotta watch him. I gotta see what he has to say.
And this is the thing now too with Jack Perry, I guess going back to being Jungle Boy now, which is probably the best thing for him because he did not play a heel well.
It's the right move.
He's a small dude that can't really talk that well. He needs to have the crowd behind him in some capacity. Like, I mean, now the pillars are starting to align themselves where they're supposed to.
Uh-huh.
The only person we don't know about is Sammy Guevara because Chris Jericho is gone and probably not coming back. So
Right.
I don't know what his whole situation is going to be. But he needed to be a face. Darby needs to be the mystery. Apparently, he's just going to be Sting 2.0, except smaller. And MJF is hopefully going to turn the corner here. I mean, these are the 3 to 4 guys that they were banking on as young talent that can grow and lead the company.
MJF has to be that guy.
He is the guy.
They got to make him that guy.
There's no
too.
has.
He has the capabilities, obviously.
There's no has for them. There's no maybe we should know. He is the guy. He is the mainstream guy you need. Like that's literally it. Like you have no one else in this company.
And he's an actual movie star too.
He's been in. Again,
Like
it's a Netflix thing, so I understand. But like, still, like
you got to put somebody out there. Like we're going to talk a lot about Cena, WWE, and all that stuff after the break here. You got to have somebody out there who you can say, "Hey, make the PR runs. Hey, you're our champion. Make the rounds."
Yep.
Right? Like, you could book MJF on Good Morning America if he was champion. You could book him on some of these other shows if he was world champion. A lot of those guys, you can't do that right
and
now.
that's the one thing with AJ that I kind of compared them earlier. But like AJ was never the talker that Maxwell is. Like MJF is, he can be respectful to and still give you barbs and all that stuff, and he knows how to navigate that. People saying he'd be uncomfortable in WWE because he couldn't be his character, he'd find a way to be exactly who he is and morph it to how he needs to. But if you're that worried about it, just throw him on Netflix on Raw. He can get away with a swear word there once in a while. So whatever. But you also don't need to litter your promo with stuff, I don't know. You're right though. This is it for them. This is the guy. It's not going to be Mercedes. It's not going to be Tony. It's not going to be Tony Storm. I mean, it's not going to be any of these other guys that are wrestling right now. There's not a diamond in the rough in that group. They are who they are. There's some talented guys in there, but
right.
This is the one.
They need a flagship guy.
And Hangman Page is not that guy. He's not charismatic when it comes to being. He doesn't do media and all that stuff either. Like, you're not seeing that anywhere. Like, it's either if he's doing it or not promoting it, which is bad, or if he's not doing it, that's your world champion.
Like, I was so disappointed. Like,
Moxley should be the one that knows all this stuff because he got trained properly.
Yeah.
He got trained incorrectly. Then he went to WWE and got trained properly. And I know there's different styles. Yeah, there's different styles, but like psychology-wise, you can learn how to wrestle different ways. But knowing what to do in the ring and out of the ring to get your character over and to get your company further forward, he learned those things with 2 other guys that are 10 times the star he is.
Yeah.
Look at all 3 of them right now. Who would you say is the least best out of the Shield? I mean, like it's these are the people this guy has to learn from. And he's not getting anything out of it. He's got to be bored. Like, I don't know. He's got to be. How is this challenging for him? Like, what do you want to do this week, Max? Yeah, sure. Go ahead. Say whatever you want. Oh, my God. Like, give me a break. Give me some direction. Like, if I want to be challenged. When you're on that level, the greats, any sport, people get on LeBron for getting coaches fired. It's because he pushed back. He wants to get challenged. And if the coach doesn't challenge him, get out.
Yeah.
I don't want you. I'm not defending it in that instance. I mean, you shouldn't get your coach fired, but whatever. These guys are making millions of dollars. These guys are making millions of dollars, working 1 day a week. Like, challenge me. This is not a challenge. Like, you're all this stuff with the hurt. Like, you're putting me with 3 professionals that know what they're doing.
Yeah.
Like, this is cake for me. Like, I want something more challenging. This is an opportunity. He's got to take advantage of it because he will leave. He will leave. He does not want to do this forever. And the resources TKO and WWE have far exceed Tony Khan and a couple $1 billion he got from his daddy.
Well, and not just TKO, but again, I will mention too, if he has the movie experience now. I know it's Netflix, but there is a path, as we have seen over the last 20 years, of wrestlers. They are able to quickly move on to movies.
This
If he's not getting fulfilled in AEW, he doesn't have to say yes to TKO. He can just leave altogether and do movies and be perfectly fine and not have thumbtacks.
he has the ability to do what Cody did, but without the previous exposure as a joke.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he can make that kind of impact, and he could be the guy, the quarterback, whatever. This could be the guy for the next 10, 15 years.
They got to fully commit to it. I mean, quickly. Like, when he comes back, like, either night one or the first pay-per-view, whatever it is, give him the world title. He needs to be on the show multiple times on Dynamite, Collision. But anywho, this conversation, none of this happens if he doesn't cut this promo. So I will say this. Kudos to MJF for getting his name back in the front of the conversation among pro wrestling fans. He did a great job.
Right to go away.
Let's see what – right. Now he's going to take time off. So we'll see what happens. My favorite promo of the week, Maxwell Jacob Freeman. And after all the stuff that happened with his body, I'm sure he would appreciate insurance.
Maybe some life insurance.
Yeah,
Mike can maybe give you some more details about that.
What should fans who might be watching you here in Cleveland for the first time, hey, they look you up on the website, on the app, they call you, what should they expect?
Yeah, I mean, first off, between me and my team, you're going to get one of us. If you want to deal directly with the man, you're more than welcome to. I don't mind. I love working with customers because I look at it this way. I have a lot of good life experience financially. I said 12 years of banking. I've got now 2.5 years of insurance. I have a lot of money and just kind of life and financial stuff knowledge. So, that's what I look to do, is to truly help people, get from that point A to point B financially. It's not about just, saving money on auto insurance, sure. But if I can kind of turn that into a better discussion, really help people understand what actually insurance does, why it's important, because it's not a tangible. I joke when I leave that I lock the office door so no one steals all the insurance, but there's not just insurance laying around. So there's just it's kind of a mystery kind of component in people's lives that they think is a scam and all the different things you hear. It's not. It can feel like it sometimes. I'm not even going to say that it doesn't, but if you understand how it works and understand and have a person who you can go to help with those kind of situations, that's what we're here to do. That's what my team's here to do. That's what I'm here to do, and that's what I take a lot of pride and have a lot of passion in, obviously, as you can probably tell. So,
well, I know you said the joke, hey, we locked the door so no one steals the insurance, but it's exactly right.
So, yeah, we was just talking about life insurance with MJF. He should mention, too, bad working conditions. You got to understand, okay, you work somewhere where an employee brings a flamethrower.
And it's cheered by the other, by the patrons of the establishment.
Like, that's actually,
Could
that is
you
a
imagine,
terrible work environment.
Could you imagine your assistant manager at Walmart coming out with a flamethrower and just, lighting stuff on fire, and the people that are in the Walmart are going, yeah! Women's clothes next! Yeah!
You know the effed up thing? There's probably some Walmart managers who probably want to do that.
Gonna apologize now. Did not mean to give anyone an idea.
No. No.
Well, then you missed a story about the girl that did go into a Walmart and start a fire.
Wasn't she like an employee of the Walmart?
No, she wasn't an employee. I don't know if someone had a protest, but yeah, she's I think going to be spending a lot of time in jail. Millions of dollars of damage.
So if somebody brings a flamethrower or somebody shows up where they should be showing up and your life is in danger, you need life insurance. You need life insurance. You want to have that conversation before any of this stuff happens.
And property insurance.
And good property insurance.
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness.
The good news is
Oh my goodness, that was deep.
Mike has us covered.
Yes.
He has you covered. If you have a fellow employee that brought a flamethrower into your work and was trying to set stuff on fire, he'll give you life insurance. He's got you covered. It's Mike Fabert, myfabertagent.com for our folks listening over just the audio. The phone number, 216-932-6900, 216-932-6900. Mike Fabert, who is also a professional wrestler.
If you're a baby, never mind. Good claims adjuster. He might be in action. A lot of folks in action. Something to keep track of. This show's going to happen on Saturday, October 11th. the new Exodus Pro Wrestling show, Hexodus, coming up here in Cleveland. They will be in competition with NXT in a couple of weeks as WWE continues to try to take over the world. So again, I would have support local wrestling. They're going to be here. Exodus Pro, they're the ones that's been supporting the local community, putting together great wrestling.
I'm going to go on a limb and say that NXT is not going to take away from the fan base that watches this, because again, the cool thing is it does stream live on the NWA YouTube channel as well, NWA Wrestling YouTube.
Wrestling.
And if you do decide to pick one or the other, you can always watch later on. You can watch it Sunday as well. We prefer for you to show up or to buy tickets or to watch it live. But if for some reason you feel the need to watch an NXT show over this, one, okay. And two,
by the way, if you decide to go to NXT over this, you're going to spend a lot more money than you will go into this show. So
yeah.
You got that. I thought you were going to say if you decide to view the NWA YouTube channel instead of NWA Wrestling, you will still receive great content.
Yeah.
Which you will.
You would.
I mean,
this may not be exactly what you're looking for.
yeah.
Speaking of what we weren't looking for, hey, look, it's Brock and Cena.
How about it? How about it?
God, this sucked, didn't it?
Boy, we got some John Cena conversation coming at you. We're going to start with this.
Who peed on John Cena's wristband and his armband? It's all yellow.
What did you not like about this?
I don't know. Everything?
Everything. We'll start somewhere.
Well, how about the build-up? Because John can't be at every single show leading up to these matches, which is, we're going to talk about in another minute, is kind of detrimental to the whole program. Because one person has to carry it, and when that person is Brock Lesnar, it's usually not going to be filled with enrichment promos to get you really excited about the match. I miss the days where Brock carried out a boombox to the ring. That was fun. But still.
The glory days.
Yeah, the glory days. Watching Brock Lesnar two-step and party rock anthem in the middle of the ring 10 years too late. But still, the build-up to this was awful just because Brock was just taking out R-Truth and then asking where John was when he knew he wasn't there, which... Duh. But the match itself, I told myself going into this, and Double A talked about it a little bit on Saturday too, but for me, it was like, hey, you're not going to bring Brock back to have him get beat because Brock's going to be here past December. John's not. So it makes sense for Brock to win. I don't know how they're going to book this match. But if it's anything like most John Cena Brock Lesnar matches, if it doesn't involve weapons, it's going to be over quick and he's going to kill him. So, I mean, that's pretty much the gist of it. And lo and behold, that's what we got. John Cena looks awful right now. He looks like he did before this run started back in January when you were asking yourself, how is he going to win any matches because he hasn't won in 6 years or whatever it was. I don't know how you look at him now and say, yes, he can beat AJ Styles. He could beat anyone else on this roster when he just got dog-walked by a dude that hasn't been in the ring in 2 years in his own right. So, I don't know. I mean... I get he was on the list. I don't know why he was on the list. I don't know why John had a fever pitch to work with Brock unless he was trying to do the company a favor and they asked him, can you take Brock? And we cleared him. Legal cleared him. Can you put him over and get him back in? People will like the match. It's you and Brock. It's two big names. We wasted an opportunity to put someone younger or someone with... Brock obviously has history with John. But I think the history is a little blown out of proportion because Brock was gone before John even started doing this. So, I mean, what are we talking about? They were OVW classmates together, and Brock got pushed to the moon. John didn't. It's literally it. And then he came back in 2012.
Well,
so whatever.
The history was based on the 2012 match.
Yeah, it's garbage.
This
is not one of John Cena's soulmates in wrestling. This is not someone I needed to see happen. We needed to see CM Punk. We needed to see Randy Orton. We need to hopefully see someone else we're going to talk about soon. We need to see AJ Styles. We need to see these people. Some of the young guys. I would love to see Dom. I'd love to see Braun Breaker, whatever. I don't need to see...
Let me ask you
Where's
this.
Jacob Fatu, by the way?
Don't even get me started.
Did he get canceled again? What the hell happened? Did he say the M word again? What's going on?
Don't even get me started.
My God.
I don't
is
know.
You can answer this better than me. Is Samoan black? Can you say what you want?
I mean, you can say what you want.
Well, is there going to be still repercussions equal to if I said it?
No. I'm going to be blunt about that. No.
Here's an idea. Just don't say it. I don't know.
To Jacob Fatu point, I don't know. I don't know if he's hurt.
He's just gone.
He's just gone.
He's gone forever. Aaron Hernandez. I don't know where he's at.
hope it doesn't turn out like that.
Well, that's just it's
Ooh.
another YouTube video you got to watch.
Yeah.
This guy hitting home runs.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
And you saw
That was a
that?
great video.
You saw that?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, it was pretty funny.
It was funny.
Yeah, he's.
I ain't gonna lie.
I can't remember his name now. I don't know.
I ain't gonna lie. It
But
was
it's
funny.
just look up guy hitting home runs.
Back to Brock and
Yeah.
Cena. The two guys ESPN promoted the most, right? You know, like these were the two guys that ESPN.
The two guys that didn't show up on any actual ESPN programming to
Yeah.
promote the fight, but they were talked about more
Yeah.
than half the people that showed up on TV.
Yeah, and that's the other thing too. Is just like, you know, the Vince McMahon WWE. You know, your top stars, bless you, your top stars will be everywhere, right? Promoting the fights.
Oh,
But-
sorry to interrupt, but the cherry on top, of course, is Paul Heyman introducing Brock Lesnar because Paul hasn't been with this group now, this Vision group, for a while, and he wasn't with Roman Reigns before and didn't have a story where him and Brock had a falling out. The whole reason to bring Brock back is to fight Seth, because that's the only match that makes sense. No one wants to see Brock and Cody again. Nobody cares. Brock and Seth is the only match that makes sense. Who else is wrestling Brock besides Braun Breaker or Jacob Fatu that I care about that could actually give him a fight? Oba
My
Femi
guy, Oba Femi.
we keep trying to wish this into existence.
Oba Femi.
He's gonna pull a Trick Williams and be in NXT for 4 more years, so I wouldn't worry about that. It's like he saw a shadow and he's a groundhog, and it's like over and over and over again.
Hate the fact that you are probably right.
Yeah, he's stuck there probably till after WrestleMania.
I hate the fact that you're probably right about
Yeah.
that, because that is a back to Brock and Cena, because that's just we could do an hour and a half on. Anywho, these are the guys ESPN in an event, and we'll talk about the overall show a little bit later. In a show that you could tell was thrown together, everything was thrown together. I do give ESPN a little bit of credit that they did offer the platform for these guys to come on SportsCenter, come on different.
Well, this is how it is now. This is a fully fledged covered sport on ESPN. They have reporters sent for it.
Well, did you see? I meant to send this to you. Did you see the reporter who reviewed this show?
Oh God.
And he gave it a C.
Yeah, good.
And the reporter was like, "What the heck?" Because I think WWE and fans were like, "Wait a minute, you work for ESPN? How can you give it a bad?" And the reporter said, I think he said on Sirius XM, he's like, "I have to cover all their shows. I can't give this show an A. If a show in the future is actually good, then it's going to jeopardize my credibility
No, shockers.
for writing these shows."
Someone who's actually honest about how they're writing and reporting. I read the rest of the reviews for all the shows for AEW and Raw, and it's a B plus, it's an A, it's an A minus. It's like, no, it wasn't.
And he made it a point. He's like, when you're covering for ESPN.com, which does reviews for every pro sport, everything, are you going to give the Green Bay Packers an A+ grade when they just lost to the Cleveland Browns? No. So it's the same. It's the same thing. Now that WWE is being covered, among their programs, we're going to tell you if it's a good show, if it's average, if it delivered, did it deliver?
John Cena's shoes were dirty as hell.
And Cena didn't clean his shoes.
It's like he walked through mud before.
That's
because
all them kids stepped out of shoes. Wait a minute, Pete, go back to the one shot of me. I just want to let me look at these shoes.
Ugh,
Okay, they're not stepped on,
dirty.
but they're dirty,
Dirty shoes.
dude.
Unless that's a graphic, but I doubt it. It looks like he.
No,
looks
oh
like,
hell no.
looks like he
It
put
didn't
that.
look fresh when we watched it.
No. Looks like he put those in a washing machine with just mud. Like it was a mud machine, if you will. And that's what came out.
This match accomplished one job, although the rest of the show didn't really follow up on this well. But it did one thing: it made children cry.
It did. Can't confirm multiple children were shown crying on TV.
I didn't think this match was physical enough.
Best
I remember the 2012 match, but Cena walked out okay, Cena was beat down by Brock, and then the match is over. Gets up, walks out to the back.
the
No
beatdown
problem.
wasn't the same as 2012, but it was still arduous at best. And again, Paul Heyman had the line of the night when they asked him about Brock. He's like, "You want a quote? I'll give you a quote. Brock Lesnar is not here to get cheered or booed. Brock Lesnar is here to make children cry."
Yeah.
And I was like, well, yeah, it's on brand.
I just
I
don't
know.
have faith. To your point, though, will you put Brock in a ring against guys who people actually want to see?
Can you hear me out on this?
Here,
I would love, Funny. Hearhere. No, I would love to see, and I know people are going to be like, ugh, Brock and Roman for the number one contendership for the World Heavyweight Championship. Just because it's been a little bit, these guys,
You're going to have to give me more of a sales pitch.
they worked a similar style. They're both slow.
That's true.
I'm being honest. Like they sell, they milk a lot of stuff, reactions, whatever. Brock is like frenzied fury. Like in certain moments he can work fast, but him and Roman, I think that's one of Roman Reigns' wrestling soulmates. I remember the SummerSlam match. That was amazing. Like they found a way towards the end of that feud to really make it entertaining. I think with Seth kind of being the puppet master behind it all and being the one that they're trying to get to, I mean, they both have a reason to get there. Look at Paul Heyman. Hell, Paul,
I'm not saying you're wrong.
where else does he go?
Well,
I'll tell you where, nowhere, because he's not on TV anymore anyway.
Well,
He's going to show
again,
up twice a year.
My problem is exactly what you brought up about a few minutes ago. You got a group of young guys who's ready to mix it, who's been ready to mix it up with some of these top guys, and none of them are getting any opportunities.
Not yet. No.
To mix with Brock, to mix in with John Cena, to mix in with some of these other top contenders.
Well, I mean, so if let's play devil's advocate here and say Brock faces Roman and beats Roman.
Okay.
Because this is the new Brock Lesnar now. He's not calloused. He's a fresh baby boy.
Yes.
He's back in it. And let's say they have that match, then it would be probably at Survivor Series, him and Seth for the title. And he gets screwed by the Vision, right? Because there's too many people. Seth's beaten Brock before. He has his number, whatever. That can open the door to Braun Breaker or Bronson Reed getting a match with Brock down the road.
Yeah, you hope so.
Saturday night's main event. It could be whenever. I don't know. I mean, it could be at
Royal
Royal
Rumble.
You could have a singles match with Brock
Saudi.
there. Yeah, Saudi's always an option too. But he's going to be in the Royal Rumble at Saudi. I mean, but like, yeah, I don't. The big thing with this is I don't know when we're going to see Brock again. My guess is probably Crown Jewel in the main event. He will interfere against somebody. He'll either attack Cody or Seth. I pray to Christ, our Lord, who you saw earlier in the show. That
maybe that's who he should face. Never mind.
No.
Yeah.
Brock is a religious country man, but I guarantee he would have messed up Jesus that night.
Hey, what is up? Mad Dog Russo on First Take every week. Strike me down! Like, dude, what are you doing? I hope you're right. I don't see Brock coming back until the Rumble. Like,
Man, that'd be stupid, wouldn't it?
that.
Hey, come back and wrestle one time for John, do really well, and just leave, and don't show up.
They've done it before.
Yeah,
With or without allegations, they've done it before.
he'll be back. He also showed up to TV a few times, which leads me to believe he's going to be on TV again soon. And I think it will be Crown Jewel in 3 weeks or whatever it is, because that's enough time.
So, a few days after John Cena fell to make kids happy,
He made everybody happy.
yeah, we get this news on Twitter earlier in the week that John Cena will face AJ Styles at Crown Jewel.
He's like, do I get my IC title match, or what the hell is going on? Like, no, because Rusev is being a bully and going to get a match against him.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
this is exactly what we talked about. Like these two, and John will tell you, he's one of those guys for me. AJ will say the same thing. They found it. I mean, like it just works. It just works, and good. We needed this match.
So the only thing I will say though is, I'm going to make a complaint, but I'm going to also tell you why they got away with it. In traditional sense, you would have liked to have some kind of a setup to this match. You know, at Raw, somebody calls out, or a call out from somebody,
Yeah.
and establish the match. But they knew they could get away with this because they knew nobody would complain about Cena and AJ Styles. Like that's the only thing. I have to imagine though, this would have been an ideal spot for either a Dominic Mysterio or a Braun Breaker. Like this would the way I envisioned this, kind of like maybe it could have played out this way. This past Monday at Raw, maybe Braun Breaker or Bronson Reed want Paul Heyman Paul Heyman makes sense in this case. Look at what Brock did to John Cena. Cena ain't nothing. In fact, and then Braun Breaker steals the microphone away from Paul Heyman. In fact, his Punk, whatever, he won't even show up to Crown Jewel if I challenged him. And for 3 weeks,
Just goading him into it.
yeah, just he won't show up. He won't show up. He won't show up.
Do you want to know the truth? John needs a win to make his last 3 appearances, which now we found out he's got the Boston show, he's got the MSG show in November. He's not scheduled for Survivor Series.
I thought he was.
He's not, because there's only 3 more appearances after this one. He's got 4 left. His last appearance is the December show.
Let me verify that just to make
Which,
sure.
again, add a date if you want, but that's what he's been advertised for. I'd imagine they probably would want him on the Survivor Series show, but at the same point, what's the role going to be? Who knows?
Ooh, I'm looking at
He's not advertised for it, which you can get away with it because there's war games, there's other stuff going on. It's a big enough show that you don't need John on it.
Uh-huh.
And he may have some obligations he needs to be somewhere else for. But yeah, it's this show.
Wow.
It's 2 more episodes of Raw.
It's Crown Jewel,
Yeah.
according to AI. November 10th, Raw in Boston.
Yep.
November 17th,
MSG.
Raw at MSG, and then December, Saturday's main event.
And that's it. So
I assumed he was going to be at Survivor Series. Okay.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we're playing the hits.
So that's Crown Jewel, Raw,
4
Raw,
more.
Saturday's main event.
4 more appearances. I've been getting more and more emotional every time I've seen him come out, just because this is literally my favorite wrestler of all time, someone I grew up with, and it's coming to an end. And yeah,
And it seems to me that Cena picked AJ Styles for this moment.
he's picked everybody.
I know, but like,
Yeah, they
even
sat
if
down.
it-
They sat down for 6 months before they started it and said, "Who do you want to face?"
well, but I wonder if, like, because they've had conversations throughout the year, like
Yeah.
any adjustments, like maybe we have to put this person in instead of AJ Styles, and then Cena's like, we got to get AJ Styles. But I think you're right though in terms of you got to see Cena get a W. That's not to say would it be a bad thing if AJ Styles won this match, because AJ Styles' career is coming down to the wire. And if you remember his promo from a couple weeks ago, the outside forces, that kind of. So I'm not saying that AJ Styles' win would be bad, but
this could be AJ's way of leaving the company.
I mean that's true too.
He gets to wrestle 1 more match against John, the person who everyone talked about him wrestling for all those years, and then he gets to go out on his own terms somewhere else. So I mean, I don't know.
Would AJ Styles be involved in the TNA angle? I mean, that if you really want to put over that NXT TNA thing.
He did show up again
I mean, that's
in TNA, so you never know.
That's again in the old school sense of, man, I would have loved to see an angle, but again, nobody will complain about Cena Styles.
No.
The matches were phenomenal. They're great.
I think the bigger question is now, since we know one of his last 4 matches, who are the last 3? Because he's going to wrestle matches at each of these shows. He's not going to not wrestle. He's not going to just show up.
Mm-hmm.
He's not wasting any more of these appearances. He's babyface now. I would like to imagine one of those spots is going to be reserved for Dom. He has talked about it. I think, strangely
Maybe.
enough, everybody in the company has mentioned Dom now as the future. Like, it's pretty common knowledge now.
Yeah.
And the fact that he's already been champion, currently still is champion, and all that stuff, and that is the one title John hasn't won.
That Boston show might be perfect.
Because he's going to get hate there. Dom
Yeah,
is.
I think
and
that
John
Boston
will
show
get
will be
cheered.
perfect.
But there's no guarantee John's going to win the title. I just want to point that out to everybody. Just because he's going to face him for the title doesn't mean he's going to win it.
So it won't be a repeat of the Cena, what was it, the Sami Zayn
Yeah.
open challenge thing? Like, yeah, that could
No,
be
Brock's
non-title.
not going to come out and no, it could be for the title, but
Okay.
he may still not win.
Right.
There could be someone that obviously does some things to force their hand, and that the following week,
Mm-hmm.
for some reason, I've in the back of my head said Finn. I don't know if we ever really got John and Finn.
No, we did not.
That could be a fun match, just because.
They might have wrestled once or twice on television.
It may have been a long
I don't even
time
know if they
ago.
did.
Honestly, I couldn't tell you.
No,
If it were-
I don't think they did. No, because even when Finn was brought up to the main roster, he was on Raw. Cena was on SmackDown.
Yeah. So there's an opening for a match he's never had before with technically a fresh opponent. Finn is still obviously in this. He's not going anywhere. So I mean,
I'm just gonna go out on a limb and so that I'm not disappointed, maybe he doesn't face fresh opponents.
I think Dom is the only one right now that makes
Yeah.
sense.
Dom-
Unfortunately,
I would love Dom to be in that
Braun
position.
doesn't make sense. Jacob Fatu doesn't make sense because he's not doing anything. He's doing whatever. Dom is the only person who he hasn't faced before that I would circle and be like, yeah.
Let me ask you one more thing before we move on. Would he not face those guys? Because, to your point, you don't want Cena to take another loss. Like, if you put Cena in the ring with Jacob Fatu can't lose that match.
I mean, he could.
Braun Breaker could. I mean, it would have to be, like, screwy finish. But, like, you don't want to see...
Anyone not named Brock Lesnar could lose the match. Brock wasn't going to lose. Like, there was... if he loses, he's done. That's how it works with Brock. He's kind of like Ronda Rousey, except he's in WWE. Like, if she loses, she's done. Like,
Yeah.
with him, if he loses, his mystique is gone. Like, he's going to be gone for 6 months. They're building towards something with Brock. He's been reported he's going to be obviously at the WrestleMania too, so that there's some sort of plan for him. Whether it's Gunther or not, who knows? I kind of hope it is, but like, you know,
We haven't heard anything about him.
well, he got hurt, so I mean,
Well, I know, but I'm just saying, like...
broken nose or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but also he needed a vacation. I can't miss it if you don't go away for a little bit. Like, geez.
You hear that, MJF? Oh, actually, Tony Khan.
Yeah. But excited for this.
There is one day that was presented. Could it be? Could it be? Now, again, we can shut this topic down in 2 seconds.
When did he post this?
Cena probably did a little while ago.
Okay, I was gonna say.
This was probably like a couple weeks ago. This was when Cena honored Edge, or Michael Cole said otherwise, but speared.
Yeah.
I think he was doing the Sami Zayn match.
Yeah. Okay. I know what
And
you're talking
then
about. Yep.
Edge did the same thing at All Out.
Yeah, he did the AA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, we can shut this conversation down in 2 seconds by, they did the... Oh, we do have the tape, Pete. So this is the angle that played on Dynamite. Oh, my God, record. 2 AEW clips on one show. Boy,
Yeah, sound
we're
the
at the end of
alarm.
the line.
Colton, give me those cards again.
Let's go.
Oh, it's hot. hot.
Oh!
Pete held his breath for about a nanosecond because he thought I was going to unplug everything, but he's dancing. I taught him well. All right, sit. You're in the shot. If you want to get in the shot, you got to come behind the table. Yeah, that's what I thought.
This happened on Dynamite. I can't even set it up. Go ahead and play it.
I don't know. I don't know yet, but man, I can't keep doing this. I can't. It's affecting my family, and this isn't the first time it's happened before. And I can't keep doing this to them. I can't. It's my family. So I gotta go, man. And I don't know if I'm gonna come back. I don't know.
Well, I don't have a family anymore, so go take care of yours.
No, you do have family.
All right, so that was Edge and Christian, or Colton Christian.
Christopher.
Colton might be a part of that tag
Yeah,
team
he's
one of these days.
popping in like a peacock.
Colton's ready to go.
If you want to be on screen, you have to come by Dad. That's what I thought.
Now, the easy way to shut this conversation down in 2 seconds is to say that Adam is taking a break from AEW to film the new season of Percy Jackson, whatever show that is. I think it's based on a book, and he's on that
The
show.
Lightning Thief.
Yeah. But that would be boring, okay?
Well, he could
maybe
be doing
he's
that.
not.
He could be doing that, and there's also plenty of time in between John's next appearance to be able to film and then do that.
Deals up in either the end of this month or October with AEW.
John's next appearance is going to be November 10th after this match at Crown Jewel in Australia. There's a very likely possibility that Edge does a one-off for Triple H and John and comes back, and maybe it's I think MSG's perfect for those two.
Yeah, we had this conversation earlier today, proposing this topic. I mentioned this could be the final match, and you said MSG.
I mean, either way, if you're not going to put a young guy over in that finals match, then fine. Have Edge come back and take the pin, I guess. But he's not as an independent contractor, like not under contract or still technically under AEW. He's not winning over anyone in WWE. So we can nix that right away. Also, I don't think he'd want to beat John Cena in his final match. I don't think these guys have too much respect for each other to do that. So yeah.
No, even he would sign up for that. But the one thing you would like,
You know what I think this all
new
is?
guy. Hold on, real quick.
Yeah.
New guy comes Edge. The new guy, he comes back. It's the old school of, do you want new guy who just came back to lose his first match?
It wouldn't be. He wouldn't be under contract with WWE. It'd be a one-off. I think this is all not going to happen. By the way, I'm fairly convinced he's under contract for a while, because Tony does the injury time thing too, and he missed like 6 months with that injury, the broken ankle or whatever. So I think he's under contract for a lot longer than we think. I think if Tony Khan does let him do this, that shows a lot of growth, and it's a win-win for Tony. They're going to get ratings with Cena regardless. But the fact that you're letting one of your superstars from your promotion go over and do this one match, take the loss, whatever, it's fine. It gives you more mainstream exposure again, because you'll be on Netflix or whatever it is. So,
I personally don't believe this is happening at all.
I don't
he's
either.
Still under contract.
I want it to happen.
I think it's an absolute no. Like, it's just not going to happen.
But Trish Jericho did do the Stone Cold podcast at one point, and that was when they were actually good, or they were competitive. So, you know what? Maybe Tony's not completely heartless. We'll find out.
Would Edge be interested in I don't know if it would come down as an alumni contract. Would you sign him on for, hell, AJ Lee came back for a multi-year deal after being gone for 10 years. I'm not saying you signed him to a multi-year contract.
I don't think
would you sign him to a 6-month contract, or I don't know if you work out like a deal where you get 2 matches, one against Cena and then a WrestleMania match, and then we're gonna also, is he in the Hall of Fame yet?
He is.
He's in the WWE Hall of Fame.
It was like the year after he got retired. He went.
That's right.
Yeah. Well,
I was going to propose that as the.
He's already in the Hall of Fame.
So
because while we're naming people for the Hall of Fame 9 months before the show starts, let's just throw that one out there again, because it was Stephanie's birthday. We wanted to surprise her. And you love Stephanie's Places, just like.
Hell yeah.
Booker loves Stephanie's Places too.
Oh, hell yeah.
It's our most viewed clip on TikTok, by the way.
And it should be. It should
like
be.
83,000 views. Of
people. My goodness, just phenomenal.
Pretty good thumbnail. What can I say?
Warms my heart.
Yeah.
And other things. Anywho,
it warms the cockles of your heart.
John Cena's greatest rival is this guy right here.
Well,
in my opinion,
yeah, it's like 1A, 1B with him and Punk, but yeah.
Another one. I'll give you that.
Another one of John's wrestling soulmates. He has 3, and those are the 3 of them.
If you ask John Cena, I think who his favorite rival, I think he would say Edge.
I don't know, man.
I think he would say Edge.
I think he'd be tough. He'd be hard tasked. I think he'd bring up Edge. He'd bring up Randy. He'd bring up CM Punk.
Oh yeah, corporate.
He'd bring up AJ.
Corporate Cena would bring up everybody. I think if you gave him a few drinks and say, give me one guy.
Listen, he's polished, all right.
I know he's polished.
That guy's professional even when he's drunk.
That guy.
He's wearing a 3-piece suit even when he's hammered.
That guy adores clean kitchen countertops
that he never uses.
Never uses.
Because we go out to eat because I make enough money.
Why
would I cook food? I can have people do it for me.
He was like, when I offered you to, do whatever you want, I thought we was going out to dinner.
I thought you were going to pay for dinner. Yeah,
I didn't want you to cook.
With the peons that I pay to do so.
I mean, now there's spaghetti sauce on my countertop.
My all-white kitchen.
Oh. And by the way, if you're going to be a guest at my house, you will abide by my rules.
You're going to sign a 70-page contract.
And read every one of it. In fact, I want you to read it aloud.
Read it aloud. Popcorn, Nikki Bella. Anyway, yeah, this is so this is the first of many. Have we found out how many years this deal was for? Good.
No.
They didn't. All I heard was 1.4 billion, but I didn't hear how long.
Let me ask you this, and think about this as we go to break. Is it more important for WWE to satisfy ESPN or Netflix?
And we'll answer that question and more after this commercial break.
What should fans who might be watching you here in Cleveland for the first time, hey, they look you up on the website, on the app, they call you, what should they expect?
Yeah, I mean, first off, between me and my team, you're going to get one of us. If you want to deal directly with the man, you're more than welcome to. I don't mind. I love working with customers because I look at it this way. I have a lot of good life experience financially. I've said 12 years of banking. I've got now 2.5 years of insurance. I have a lot of money and just kind of life and financial stuff knowledge. So that's what I look to do, is to truly help people get from that point A to point B financially. It's not about just, saving money on auto insurance, sure, but if I can kind of turn that into a better discussion, really help people understand what actually insurance does, why it's important, because it's not a tangible. I joke when I leave that I lock the office door so no one steals all the insurance, but there's not just insurance laying around. So like there's just it's kind of a mystery kind of component in people's lives that they think is a scam and all the different things you hear. It's not. It can feel like it sometimes. I'm not even going to say that it doesn't, but if you understand how it works and understand and have a person who you can go to help with those kind of situations, that's what we're here to do. That's what my team's here to do. That's what I'm here to do, and that's what I take a lot of pride and have a lot of passion in, obviously, as you can probably tell. So,
Well, I know you said the joke, hey, we lock the door so no one steals the insurance, but it's exactly right.
Small business owners are superheroes, but nowadays running your business means doing so inside your shop and on social media. That's why you should make Omega Video Marketing your sidekick. With a decade of content creation experience, I create dynamic, informative, and fun videos for your specific social needs that will increase brand awareness, get you more followers, and keep your social pages and websites current and fresh. I offer flexible pricing and turn times and will work with you to understand your brand and your story. All of that comes from the heart. My award-winning expertise is just the cherry on top. So let's get connected. After all, your brand is the alpha and my expertise is the omega.
By the way, happy birthday to Stephanie McMahon.
So we're filming this Thursday evening. It's airing for you all, y'all. It's in the dictionary. Look it up. Friday morning.
Yes.
Friday, her birthday.
Well, yesterday.
Thursday's her birthday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But happy birthday. She deserves the love.
Someone's got to give it to her. We know her dad isn't.
Will her dad be at the Hall of Fame?
God, I hope not.
Now, Vince was introduced or was shown in the opening video.
You have to do that.
The ESPN. I'm Vince McMahon.
Sorry,
Damn it.
I was thinking of the allegations and got sleepy for some reason, but it's a lot of work to be that crazy. But nevertheless, I hope not. Then again, I also didn't think that Hulk Hogan was going to get Real American Beer on TV before he passed. So, what do I know? And Brock Lesnar's back, kind of. So,
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah, I don't.
And there's new voiceovers of Real American Beer after his passing.
They should have done the Pabst Blue Ribbon guy.
Were
Beer, hooray, beer.
So at our old station here in Cleveland,
Yeah.
after a certain former politician, he passed away. Herman Cain passed, I think, in 2017, 2018, 2019. No, 2020. COVID. The Herman Cain show still had new episodes, thanks to Newsmax, on our station for like 2 months after he passed. And they never took it off.
Gives you time to find a replacement. Luckily, WWE has already found their Herman Cain replacement. That's what I said. It's Triple H. And he's doing a swell job for the most part, with a few plot holes in between. But we like him. He's doing well.
But let's talk about Megan. Emmy Award-winning producer.
Oh, yeah. Jesus.
Emmy Award-winning producer.
we start talking about that.
I
You brought up her birthday. It's not Megan's birthday. I know that because we have the same birthday. But, or no, we're like 3 days apart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm saying it like I know that by heart, but I remember you saying that before.
It's just, dude, it's hard not to remember that.
When you have a big-time event, though, you have something going on. A lot of stuff going on in Cleveland. A lot of stuff going on.
Can't confirm there are things happening in Northeast Ohio.
Here in Northeast Ohio. And Megan Gallagher, again, Emmy Award winner, 4-time Emmy Award winner. We know they were all here. Double A almost took a trophy home with him and was properly met at the door. But
Yeah, our security told you to stop.
yeah, our top flight security flashlight. told us
Jacob
to
with a
stop.
BB gun.
Yeah. Had a flashlight. But no.
He's like, ask me about college one more time.
Omega Video Marketing. Megan Gallagher, she has you covered. One of the big things that she did with our shows and all the stuff that we do, she's going to send out a survey, say like, hey, how do you want this to be presented in front of different clients, in front of different sets of eyes? Even things that a lot of people don't think about, like, do you want a horizontal or a vertical video set? Like, what kind of platforms is this intended to go to? And it's all event-based. Megan, we've worked with her now for a year. She does an unbelievable job.
And again, that's Double A mentioned at the end there, too, events. She's really getting into those and trying to kind of take in place where she can really help everyone as much as possible because she got a lot of requests and to get her help. So make sure you guys take advantage of that. The email, again, MeganRG440@gmail.com. The social is 258. Just kidding. But nevertheless, make sure you hit up Megan for your either when it's an event. If you are a small business and trying to get your name out there a little bit more, she is one of the people that have kind of built up the backbone of that industry, and what she does with the Greater Cleveland Partnership, too, and everything as well is fantastic. So make sure you guys hit up Megan. She has got you covered, and she will make you look even better than you already do, which is great. Look at you wearing that three-piece suit. Proud of you.
There you go.
You got out of bed today. I'm also proud of you.
That is a major
And if you
accomplishment.
didn't, you're probably sleeping in your parents' basement and you're an AEW fan. So, hey, Wrestlepalooza. Let's talk about
Do we
that.
have those cards again?
No.
Oh, no.
No.
Wow.
No.
Listen to your dad. Don't
No.
do that. I'm not getting you in trouble.
No.
From a wrestling show.
No.
Come on, he wants to do it one time.
No, he doesn't.
One time.
Don't tell him what he wants.
He wants to do it.
You suck. Fine. Get the cards.
Go ahead,
Get them.
get the cards.
Yep. He's in there,
Go ahead.
top of his head. He's making his way back. Yeah. Oh, look at these. These are really nice. Anyway. Yeah. No.
No, not
No.
this time. I'm not getting you in trouble. I told Pete, I'm like, at least you.
How many times can I yeet these cards all around this freaking studio before they disappear?
No, he said no yeet. Exactly what Rebecca did when I gave her the Kamala Harris chocolate bars last year from B.A. Sweeties. Anywho,
Plus, she just bit the head off.
she threw that bitch right back at me. They had a cool promotion last year. It was the Kamala Harris. It was the Donald Trump. I forgot the third one that they had.
It was Petey Pez. Or,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I told her I only brought home the Kamala Harris chocolate bars.
I wrote in Petey Pez.
And she grabbed it, and I swear I thought it was the greatest baseball throw I've ever seen in my life. She threw that right back over at me.
It's like a prime CC Sabathia fastball.
Oh, yeah.
And she's
yeah.
not even lefty, but she threw it left-handed.
Yes, she did. Wrestlepalooza. I'll just say this. I think if it wasn't hyped up to be the next WrestleMania, it was an okay show. It was nothing that I would say that, this really, really is terrible. But because they promoted Triple H said, you expect a ton of surprises. Expect, like, this is the next WrestleMania. They really oversold a B-level pay-per-view.
Can you pick that up for me? It's the ball they dropped. Yeah, no, I don't. The surprise was Undertaker coming out on a motorcycle because that's just the surprise nowadays, and saying that Stephanie McMahon was in the Hall of Fame, or she's going in April of 2026. It's September.
The 20th night of September, by the way.
Do you remember? The 21st night of September?
No, that's why Earth, Wind, and Fire did not sing about the 20th of September, because they do not remember.
Yeah, no. Well, there was a lot of drugs going on back then. But nevertheless, yeah, this was, again, just a regular pay-per-view. Pat McAfee left halfway through because he was stoned out of his mind. So that was fun.
Yeah, he was.
He was lit.
Yes, he was. I think they realized after like the second match.
We need to get him out of there. Yeah.
Yeah, let's.
Yeah.
Yeah, game day. He was already.
Also, Tyrese Halliburton was all over that stadium. It almost makes you think that possibly he's going to be healthy for the season.
Yeah, I was going to say, is he ready to play?
I'll tell you what.
If I was a Pacer fan, I would be like, is this guy ready to play?
He was on camera like 7 different times that night.
Like, this guy's moving around and stuff. Like, okay, you better be ready to start the season.
He's hyping up Pat. Then he's sitting in the front row. Then he's doing post-game or post-show with the like.
He did the pre-show.
He did the pre-show. He was all.
He did all the stuff on SportsCenter.
Literally all over the place.
Like, he was all over. Again, if I was a Pacer fan, I'm like, are you ready for opening day or opening tip-off? Which you won't be. You
Does
won't
that mean
play
like?
this season.
Does that mean like Fernando Tatis is going to be doing stuff with WWE when they come to San Diego?
Probably. Probably. I look.
Manny Machado going to choke slam somebody.
I guess the biggest question, the more important question, on top of what I teased earlier, is this enough? I guess this question, this is what you should be asking me, actually. Was this card enough for me to say, hey, I'm going to actually pay $30 a month for ESPN Unlimited so I can watch all the pay-per-views?
Well, I said yes because I canceled my YouTube TV and I got this with the bundle with Disney Plus and Hulu instead. So I still have Netflix. I've begrudgingly kept Peacock just because they have some shows in there I like to. So I have.
Oh, you watching Love Island games?
No.
Oh.
No, and you got excited for half a second there, but I don't.
I don't have Peacock anymore, so I'm not watching it.
Yeah, but still all those together minus YouTube TV, I'm still saving like $40 a month. So I mean, because YouTube TV was $83 a month for me. So you know what? I'll pay $30 a month instead of $82. I'll pay $50 less a month just to watch, and I won't get to watch SmackDown. Starting next week, I won't be able to watch it. But I mean, you know what? I'll survive.
So I'm for now keeping YouTube TV because
one of your friends has ESPN.
That was not the reason. No. That was not the reason. I'm not inviting myself to come over at 8:00 in the morning to watch Crown Jewel. I'm sure you're busy.
On a Saturday, I'll be busy sleeping. Though.
Yeah, I will not do that to you. But you know what? I've said this on like the reviews and stuff. I've actually enjoyed the weekly shows to where if I have to just read the results of the pay-per-views, I will. Like what I see on Raw for almost every week, I like what I see. NXT usually puts together good shows. SmackDown, where we have over the weekends, I can put on SmackDown. It's usually a good product. But then I stumble onto a news story myself that YouTube TV and NBC, which owns the USA Network, might be in a contract dispute. And so at the end of September, YouTube TV subscribers may not be able to watch SmackDown. I can't do anything right. What are we doing here? You know what? You can have these too. Here's my wallet.
We're just throwing stuff today, apparently.
There. You know what?
Here you go, Boosted. He made a 7-year-old laugh.
Here. This is naked. I have nothing left. Nothing.
It's been a hard week for Anthony, guys. How preface that? He was near.
You want this too?
Yeah, you gotta sell your car to afford YouTube TV.
My goodness. Let me just go ahead. I'll submit my mortgage to you fuckers.
Don't repeat that.
Sorry, don't repeat that.
How have I been the one who has
Don't
this?
repeat that either.
My God. The show has made double A's in tears. He made my son laugh. Pete, you got anything to add? While we're here? All right. I can't follow that. You just showed your whole bare-ass wallet on the... But to be fair, it's 2025. Not a lot of people carry cash anymore, so...
Wouldn't matter. Is it the 30th yet?
My son
No,
just goes
no,
on a, holding his son a bit. It wouldn't matter. He's like, I know. What are you, his accountant? What, how do you know what he's? Oh my
We'll
God.
talk after the show.
Oh. Well, that's why a 7-year-old's managing your finances. That's why your wallet's empty.
Would it matter? I mean,
That's why he has 45 Nintendo Switch games and a bunch of cash in his piggy bank because he's been raiding your coffers of your financials.
man, your son over here getting paid.
Ugh.
Here I am breaking a bank for YouTube TV, and they're gonna take away my SmackDown.
Oh my God, what the hell happened here? Speaking
Now
of which,
he's exhausted.
yeah. I can't even see. I'm crying.
Man, we got like 2 minutes left for the show. You liking this TNA? And this will probably be banned. Oh, the CW is on by Nexstar, so we probably won't be able to see that in the future either. Maybe that'll be preempted in 40% of the country.
In the latest edition of Let's See If WWE Can Run an Invasion Angle Right, look forward to TNA versus NXT.
There is one thing I did like from last Tuesday, that angle.
That Zack Ryder made his comeback and no one cared.
Screw that. Yeah, sure. I like that Ricky Saints said, forget all this, I have one go. And he walked right over to the NXT Championship.
Good.
And him and Oba, like, that's going to be a great match. And there's some intrigue there. But you know what? Maybe they could do, maybe. The key with all these invasion angles, you got to have stars that people recognize. I think for a good chunk of fans, they don't watch TNA.
Yeah.
It's just not available to watch. So there's a lot of people in that ring on the top screen
You just don't know. Or they were
that
in
people just don't know.
or they were in WWE before and now they have a different name.
Mhm.
And you have to call them that because they don't technically work for the company. And it's just it's a little messy. And the premise is good. TNA wrestlers are tired of NXT people coming in, taking their championships and all that stuff. But I mean, Masha Slamovich, was she involved in this? Was she not? I don't know. I think she's got some domestic abuse things.
Yeah, she got some serious stuff
So
going on.
the women's champion already can't do it. This is like watching, Hulk Hogan not wrestle in the invasion angle because he wanted to stay home. Well, she has no choice, but it's one of your biggest stars that maybe someone might recognize possibly, and she's not in there.
Well,
So,
Dolph Ziggler wasn't in this, or Nick Nemeth. He wasn't in this.
he's too busy on Busted Open
He's on Busted Open.
talking about this. Right. now.
Right. Like, I'm listening to him while I'm working. I'm like,
He could have been the guy.
He really
Like
could have been.
that could have been your leader. Like, we're tired of this crap. Like, this is not okay. I'm a former TNA champion. Like, we're not okay with this, and I'm going to do something.
You know,
about it.
when you do angles like this, you almost got to double down on why you're doing this.
Like Mike Santana cannot be the leader of this movie.
No. He wasn't good at all on commentary.
No.
Like, it wasn't good. You got to double down on why you're doing an angle like this. So why is it a big deal that you don't have the championships on your show, right? Like, and this is where you throw in, like, wrestling stuff, right? So if you don't have the world championship, does it impact your pay, right? Like, nobody gets a bonus, so you can say nobody can pay for YouTube TV if we don't have the TNA championship. Anything. Like, you almost got to double down on this, because for me, as somebody who only watches NXT, I don't really have a rooting interest to see TNA succeed here, just because I don't know them.
Yeah.
I don't know a lot of the individual stars.
Well, like I said, they have an opportunity to book this, and maybe they'll have a diamond in the rough. I mean, if Joe Hendry's been doing dark state stuff, and he's been more.
It doesn't
NXT.
even seem like, though, that Joe Hendry, like,
He's not in this.
he's
So, I
not
mean,
in this.
That's the guy you think you need want to be the guy to do it. I don't know.
But he's not going to be.
Yeah,
he's going to be a WWE guy.
He's a different program. Yeah.
Yeah, like,
Well, come December, he's signing his contract with
Yeah.
WWE. Yeah, he'll be.
So they're keeping him away.
Of course, because they know this is going to tank. This is a ratings
This
attempt, but I mean,
You brought up the invasion back in 2001,
oof.
and it's like, wait a minute, where's all the legacy WCW stars? And then, like, the day after the invasion angle ends,
The
Ric Flair
NWO
shows up,
Ric Flair,
NWO
NWO,
shows
yeah.
up, Goldberg shows up.
Listen, I love Booker T as much as the next guy, but he shouldn't have been leading that. Like, I mean, there's, I love Booker T when he was a wrestler, but
Stone Cold was leading that. And that's how bad it was. It's like
The
it's
guy-
almost the same playbook here. You like, I mean, Trick Williams is not the leader of TNA, but
Well, Trick, no, because they're mad at Trick.
I know, yeah.
So you're fighting against all of you against your own champion. I mean, I don't know. It felt like maybe they could have just done this on a show to one WWE guy and could have made a thing, but I don't know.
Well, the whole point is, they want to boost up TNA. They want
They're trying to get TNA a TV contract.
they're trying.
They're getting
and
close.
this angle is good.
Fox is hanging out there like, hey, we'll pay you next to nothing for it if you want to take a spot on FS1. Like, I mean, sure.
One last question before we end the show. Jasmine Nix, that's her name.
Yeah.
Not renewing. They wrote her off the show from NXT, and she actually had a video explaining why she didn't re-sign. And she said, WWE offered her a 3-year deal,
Yeah.
and financially it just wasn't cutting it for her. Like,
What do you?
now
You're the third person in the group that's.
she added on, there was somebody who had a comment on one of the socials. So is it, 80 between 85,000 and 150, whatever it was, and she said, "I wish it was at least 85,000."
Remember, she's also in developmental, and she is the lowest member of the group. So she hasn't earned a paycheck that's 6 figures. Some of these people that do this, it's like, hey, you're not going to make the kind of money you think right away, especially when you're not being presented as one of those people yet. You have to keep working at it. There's a reason why she's still there.
Well,
And I think she's got talent. I think she's obviously attractive and she's good at what she does. But at the same point, you can't get impatient because you're not getting paid as much as you want right when you first join the company like this.
well,
Like it's,
and one thing to remember too, I think she said that she used to compete in professional soccer, and
well, she can
overseas.
she can do a couple things if she would like.
Well, I know, but I think what you're seeing here, like when you get more of these WWE ID guys, like from different professions and stuff. Hey, pro wrestling's not for everybody. It is a grind, and you know this, better than anybody here. Like you actually, did the training and stuff. Like some people, like the money got to be like really, really, really up there to want to do it. And
I enjoyed it. I just couldn't give the time I thought that was going to be necessary. And I didn't want to disrespect the people that actually did show up
right.
2-3 times a week and did all the work, but I could only be there once every other week or something like that. So I pulled out of it. But I loved bumping. I loved learning everything. I fake punched someone recently too that was sitting with us. Like it was cool. So I mean, she had no idea it was coming. It was great. But like I mean, this is. Hey, I mean, she can make a lot. It's also kind of hard when you see Cora Jade and Mandy Rose and some people out there doing this other thing and making a ton more money.
OnlyFans.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
But I mean, like you get my point. Like,
Yeah.
and it doesn't always have to be
Right.
all the way. You can scale it back to where you're just doing bikinis, whatever, stuff like that. And we're guys. We're all horn dogs. So I mean, people will buy that
People
stuff every
still
day.
pay a premium for nothing.
Yep.
Or a lot.
It's the illusion. What happens if I do buy it? What am I going to see? What am I not going to see? Who knows? It's the mystery.
Yeah.
It's a giant question mark. Like most of your sexuality of those AEW fans who live in their parents' basements.
Well, don't forget to look forward to the Inside Edge Net OnlyFans page.
No. We're going to do an OF, but it's going to be only feet.
Somebody I think has that idea.
We should do it. I'm actually all for that, and I would be willing to organize that.
DUBBY Energy, of course.
Not into it, but I want to make more money, so let's do it.
DUBBY.GG.
Hey, speaking of money.
Use the promo code SHWP10.
Yeah, do you want to save yours? Use that code, the double I just said. SHWP10 to get some of the best energy drinks you could imagine, the different mixes. It's great.
If your wallet's looking a little bit like mine, just put in that promo code. You can get a little discount. You get your energy drinks
then
that
when you
won't
get it-
destroy your body.
Yeah, when you get it, you can. When you finish, you can just put your wallet inside of it and close it because you're not going to need it.
SHWP10, that's the promo code. DUBBY Energy. You go to DUBBY.GG. There we are on social media. You can tell us your cable story or
I'm actually curious, yeah, if you guys have watched and stuck around, thank you. But give us the 411. What's your, as a wrestling fan, as a person who takes in entertainment anyway, like, how do you manage your streaming services? I'm curious to know who has what. if you're getting rid of something to make room for something, if you just keep adding on, if you have 14 different Netflix accounts because you kept forgetting it and now you pay them 14 different times, I'm curious. Like, because I've managed to add 3 while only cutting 1, and I'm paying $50 a month less. So,
Yeah,
I mean,
well,
and all
yeah.
I'm missing is NXT and SmackDown.
But to your point, you got to make choices.
Yeah.
You know, so that's that. Like, again, if we're on an unlimited budget, then you're making your way. And also, you could say, too, because, hell, Stephanie McMahon herself, the Hall of Famer, future Hall of Famer, promoted it. Are you going to VPN route? She said it. Are you going that route? Do you live in Canada?
It's pronounced Canada.
Canada. There's our shows. We will do some stuff later today. Big game, 2-5-0 teams. So we got that for you later today.
And I'll be on my best behavior again. I don't think I swore today.
You did not. I got to talk to my personal accountant.
Well, I told you my comedy routine I'm going to do if I ever do stand-up. It's literally like the whole premise is people are overusing swear words or they're not using them at all. There's a fly in here that's annoying. But like, yeah, Pete, get the vacuum out. Nevertheless, I want to like tell a very intimate story and at the very end place tastefully an aggressive swear word at the end. One of these days, maybe I'll just release like a YouTube thing. It's like 15 minutes of me just doing that and see how many views it gets. My guess is like 7, but it's worth a shot. Or maybe I'll just show up at your bar. Who knows?
We'll be back next week. Double A has to figure out his finances.
Apparently, yeah. First, you got to find your wallet because he threw it halfway across the studio twice. Then I have to burn those AEW cards. Then I have to talk to my child because he's trying to give me those cards.
Yo, your child's good at my hands. Your child's handling my finances, so we're good.
Yeah, he's got a lot on his plate right now.
Yeah, he does.
Second grade, doing some math. Apparently, being a full-on accountant. Where is the money? How come I haven't seen it?
Don't worry about it. All right, we're done.
That's what a hedge fund is.
We'll talk to you again next week. Bye-bye, everybody.